What's up, everybody? We're going to do a very short one today. Specific top 3 predictions for 250, 450, A1 2023. That's it. All right, everybody. Here we go. Very short and sweet. I'm just going to call who I think. I looked at it, and I'm like, who do I think is going to get top 3? Anaheim, A1. I guess you got to say 1 because there's so many of them. But, okay, here is the entry list. We'll go through the first, 10. Jet Lawrence, RJ Hampshire, Pierce Brown, Max Volan, Styles Robertson, Derek Kelly, Levi Kitchen, Cameron McAdoo, Mitchell Oldenburg, Derek Drake, Austin Faulkner, Enzo Lopes, Robbie Wageman, Max Anstey, Phil Nicoletti. And so we're past the people I think have a chance to win. They put them in there, I'm sure by numbers. That's why all the good guys are first. But I'm basically calling top 3, which, like, who the heck knows that these people, especially being first round. I went with Jet Lawrence, Cameron McAdoo, Pierce Brown. And only reason RJ Hampshire is a bit, I feel like last year, he's always inconsistent, right? He's fast, but like he just can't put it together. So, and he also seems to be a guy that needs to build up throughout the series to get to a point where has a chance to win, I feel like. Max Voland has been fast and stuff, but I haven't seen blazing wind speed. Again, obviously we haven't seen him. It's hard, first one, because you haven't seen any of these guys ride in a while, especially Supercross. But I like to just try and go by how I think they feel, if they're like how their year ended last year. So who else? Styles Robertson, Derek Kelly, Levi Kitchen. Did he might have won a Supercross? Was it him? No, Thrasher. He's the Yamaha guy I'm thinking of. McAdoo, always super fast, but he also, like RJ, has problems from time to time. So I think that Jet Lawrence, he just won 2 championships in a row. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were like, I said, how is Jet not the favorite? And he goes, oh, get excited and throw it away. And I'm like, he just won 2 championships in a row. He won Supercross and Motocross last year. No? Am I wrong? Did he not win Supercross? Pretty sure he did. So how are you going to say that he's going to get nervous and mess up at this point? I also would think that this season, with everything, like Jet's basically just riding 250 Supercross to spend some more time on the 250 and get some more experience. Because, like I said, I think coming into now with the experience and the confidence of last year and being calm, I just think he's going to smoke everybody. And Cameron McAdoo, like I said, he's fast, but he ends up getting into trouble. And Pierce Brown is good. He's been consistent, and he's fast for sure. So I think that's a safe bet for third. This show is brought to you by Nanobella. You've heard about CBD, but you need to know about CBG, which is another cannabinoid. Nanobella actually has a patented nanomulsion technology that breaks the CBG down into tiny molecules. That way, they work faster. Also, combined with premium ingredients, it's more bioavailable. So this actually this is called the Sublime Elixir. This is for people like me that did action sports most of their lives and landed on their head. And now, for some reason, my knee hurts also. So I take this to help relieve the inflammation and make it feel a little bit better. This actually comes in a nice little dispenser. It's got a little squeeze thing on the side. 2 drops under the tongue, and you're good. Now, if you're a lightweight in the marijuana department and you like to eat edibles and then be like, this edible is not shit, and then you eat another edible and then you're like, oh no, I'm in trouble, guess what? You never thought it would come, but here it is. Here's the product for you. They call it green landings, okay? But I call it narcannabis. So what actually happens is the CBG binds to the THC. So it actually lessens your high, or at least like flattens it out. I've been told by Sothi, the owner, that actually people that smoke all day, not me, other people that smoke all day, use this so that they get like a more even high and they are more focused and still high. Your mind's blown. I know. But I think at least if you're one of those people that likes to eat edibles and then get out of hand, this is the product for you. Now you can actually get a 15% discount by using the code CLINT15. CLINT15 at checkout at nanobella.com. You're welcome. This show is brought to you by Hero Soap Company. Do you like America and being clean? Hero Soap Company is the soap for you. It was established in 2018 by military veterans. They give a portion of the profits to charities that help homeless veterans, military, and first responders. The soaps are made from natural ingredients and free from harsh chemicals. They are infused with essential oils and or premium grade fragrances. They come in a resealable, weather-resistant package, like a little Ziploc bag. That way for camping, if you're deployed, whatever, you can stick the soap right back in the bag. The soap is made in small batches in the USA. You could say it's artisan. Maybe it's artisan. I don't know. I think that just means someone did it by hand. It could be artisan. For each new subscription, if you subscribe to get soap sent to you monthly, then a bar will be donated to troops deployed overseas. And now you can actually get a small discount by using the code CLINT, C-L-I-N-T, at checkout. And yes, I will get a little cut of it. I believe it's 15%. So go there and use the code, get some money off, and support America and veterans. Okay, guys, enjoy. Let's go to the 450s. 450 list: Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Aaron Plessinger, Adam Cincerillo, Kyle Chisholm, Shane McElrath, Dylan Ferrandis, Joey Savacci, Jason Anderson, Chase Sexton, Marvin Muskin, Malcolm Stewart, Christian Craig. There's a lot more guys that read through that have a chance here. Colt Nichols, Justin Hill, Frederick Norn, Justin Barsha, Justin Starling. Now, these are people that actually signed up. So, Cade Clayson, John Short. I guess that's more of a thing in the lights where it's like those people already registered. Because 450, you know who's riding unless they're injured. 250, they switch sides or like just ride the other coast or whatever. Depending on who's ready or who's gets hurt, I suppose. So, whatever. I just saw him. Ken Roxon. You do have some people further down here that could win. Just because they kept lifelong numbers. So, my top 3 prediction. Are you ready? Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll on there. I just realized I have all these things on here. Should be using them. Okay. Sad drum roll. Ken Roxon is going to win. Chase Sexton second. Eli Tomac in third. Eli is typically not a very good starter, so for him to get third would actually be a really good opener for him. And I think that coming off of last year, you know, winning basically everything, except for the King of Beersea title, which he lost to Ken Roxon, who was on Honda at the time and is now on a Suzuki. But, okay, let me start. Tomac, I think third is an amazing opening round for him. He looks good on the new bike. He looks comfortable. He looks confident, or like he seems confident from everything that's happened. Chase Sexton, I think will get second. He's typically a good starter. He's typically fast. He's definitely going to be going for it. But I am calling Ken Roczen only because from all reports, the Suzuki is very good with starts. The fact that I go by two things. Somebody's ride. Well, not even really. Honestly, most of it's talent combined with how they did last year and where I think they are mentally. Now, I say this because Ken Roczen won the last race he raced, which was in France. He won that, but he was on a Firepower Honda. Okay, which he's ridden Hondas for a while. He's most, I don't want to say comfortable, but familiar with the Hondas. So, then he won on that one. Then he came back, and we all figured he was going to ride Honda. That's what I was hoping, because he just beat Tomac. So you're like, stay on that bike that you beat Tomac. Then he rode a bunch of other bikes. Ended up going with the Suzuki. Do you think Ken Roczen is going to go from a bike that he just won on and then switch to a Suzuki because there's more money involved? I don't think so. He already went from a full factory team to basically a satellite, or like a satellite factory team, and then won on that. So it's like everybody likes to go. First they were saying that it was stupid because he was getting off the factory bike, which is the best equipment. But if you're not comfortable, then it doesn't matter. I don't think you have to have the bike. I don't think you need the fastest bike. I think sometimes these bikes are too fast and it's actually hurting them. They're just trying to control the thing. 3, he just came off of, who had a better offseason than Roczen? Who had more fun off-season than Roczen? And all these guys talk about burnout and the mental part of it and yada yada. And Kenny just circumvented that and rode everything all winter. And of course, everybody makes like he didn't do enough testing. He hasn't been on the bike long enough. But I think that somebody of his caliber, he just swapped to another Honda, albeit it's still a Honda, but still. How much different do you think these motorcycles are? I've ridden, not 450s, but I rode 250 two-stroke Yamaha, Suzukis, and Hondas. And I could switch back and forth between the three of those. They were similar enough where it was like not really that big of a deal. What I'm saying is, if you are on a bike that he got to ride every single bike. He got to test them as they were and feel what they started out as and how comfortable he was. Meaning the bike that he chose, hopefully he's the most comfortable on, and it takes the minimal amount of changes to get it super dialed for him. Does that make sense? So if you got a factory ride, they pay you to ride this bike, and now you hop on the bike and you're like, I don't like this, I don't like that. You're going to have to do more testing to get that bike, even though it's a factory ride or a brand new bike that doesn't have a Kickstarter, dialed, versus if you rode every single bike how it was and then added a little bit to it or changed a little bit so that it was better for you. And again, let's not discredit the fact that he had a really good offseason. He actually beat Tomac straight up. What do you think that did for his confidence? And we're talking about health, right? So if the health is the issue of Kenny, then first round is going to be best case scenario for him to win and still have the gas in the tank. Because he's been going through his training and now he's probably coming into season peak physical condition. When you race and you have to struggle through races and you have to expend a lot of energy and stuff because you have to do or die at the point, for Supercross, that's when you start depleting your body because now you're competing on the weekends and then training during the week, and you start running your body down. So if he still does have some kind of physical ailment, first round's going to be best case scenario for him because he's going to be the freshest. And he's coming in excited, new bike, new team, new lease on life. So I think that Roxon's going to come in hot, he's going to feel good, and it's going to be right off of the bat. He's going to try and show everybody. He likes to play it cool off season, but I bet he comes out fastest practice time, probably wins his heat race, and I think does he win all of them? Somebody like that on a roll, super excited, on a bike that can start, I think he could. That's my bold prediction, everyone. Leave a comment. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever. Share it. Later.